And the Denver Broncos.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
First play, Wilson wants to throw it. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds Latavius Murray. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete to Jeudy. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Howell throwing on 1st down here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. 1st down, Howell to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Single.
Powell looking to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
2nd down and goal. Powell escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Throwing is Wilson. That goes out wide to Murray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Yeah, we dominate today.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Powell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Both sevens and Mike.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Being chased out left. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 21 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They begin the drive with Williams, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They run from the shotgun with Murray, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the draw, here's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First carry here for Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Aaron Browning, the one who brought him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Howell now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Howell. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and run for it. Shifts by him. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? A give up the middle to Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Wilson going with a screen for Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On the delay, this is Murray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now it's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Tim Patrick. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One last shot before the break. Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. Right at the 30. Throwing here, Howell. Buying time to his left. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
A give to Gibson running right. Ooh, with a juke. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, I think, because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the driver will begin at the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52
On first and 10, it's Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Slide for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 96 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
49 the month.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
It's going to be a long day.
Steps away to his left. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. If he had a chance to tuck it, I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down here. His throw incomplete. John Bates, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And Denver getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been, seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground, and that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. Just shy of the 30. First down, Howell to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd down throw for Howell. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. It's Howe with another throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Howe back to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Another throw for Howell. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Howell down to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Howe. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's a give to Gibson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
And we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Here we go with Williams. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw again is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 41, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Again, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Murray not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52 is my
From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Eric Silver from 6 yards away.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Call it a gain of 40 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
45, Mike, 45.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Wilson. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Gibson again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Push him back. Push him back. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Wilson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation.